Hello. It's been a while. I think it's been about 2 weeks since the last did the video. So, firstly, apologies for that. Reason being, work. So, it started 2 weeks ago yesterday. I drove up to Inverness, which is 408 miles. Did a presentation, then did a seminar at the Forge Gym with Gav Laird in Inverness, and then drove down to Perth, overnighted in Perth, and then drove to Harrogate the next day, did 2 presentations there, then came home that night. That was the Wednesday evening. Then the Thursday morning I went down to Wiltshire, did another presentation there for the military, then on to Exeter to meet clients, and then unfortunately on the way back I crashed my car. In fact, I wrote it off. I got pretty badly banged up actually. I've still got some pain in my elbows. I'm alright day to day, but when I train and load, particularly on push movements, they hurt. And I've still got some pains in my back, and I had a lot of pain and pressure behind my left eye. That's finally pretty much subsided as of today. But I also had an eye test today, and basically I'm blind in my left eye. Not quite, but my eyesight has deteriorated quite dramatically when it comes to reading. So I now need 3 different pairs of glasses. 1 for reading close-up, books, phone, 1 for reading the computer, and 1 for driving. Also, they offered me varifocals, but I can't get used to that looking through certain parts of the glasses. So I've opted for 3 different pairs. God, it sucks getting old. Anyway, the insurance company were actually very, very good. And within an hour of the crash, they had me in a courtesy car and on my way home. The next day, where was I the next day? RF Cranwell the next day, and then Saturday off, and then Sunday I was up in Cumbria with the Queen's O Yeoman. Then I popped in to see a client in the lakes. Then Monday I was down to Tidworth, did 2 down there. Again, about 240 miles each way. And then I was supposed to be off. No, I was off the Tuesday. And then I was supposed to be off the Wednesday and Thursday, and I ended up doing Preston on the Wednesday, Ripon on the Thursday, and then Saffron Walden, which is down Cambridgeshire way, on the Friday. Then I took the courtesy car back. My car's been written off. To be fair, the insurance has offered me a decent price, but I'm trying to squeeze a little bit more out of them. So we're in discussions. I should get a final on that tomorrow. Then I need to go buy a new car, which is a bit of a bitch. So, a bit pissed off about it all, but shit happens, and it's just one of those things. As a result, though, with the workload, I didn't train for 2 weeks. Diet has been absolutely fucking garbage, and yeah, I've not really put any weight on. It's just not eating much. And we're here. So, I'm now finished on the road, apart from a quick trip to Liverpool tomorrow, and then I'll get back visiting clients in the new year, and obviously the military stuff restarts, I think, on the 21st of Jan. Otherwise, all good. So what have I got to tell you? Well, it's Christmas. So, just in case I don't do one next week, which is a strong possibility, I would like to wish you all a Merry Christmas. I hope you have a Happy New Year. I hope you have a good time. And I hope you all enjoy the seasons. And for those that are up to the neck in shit, hard to realise, but it could always be worse. It's a good time to reflect. It's often a time we do reflect, end of the year, beginning of the new year, new you, new me, and all that shit. And you get a lot of people take the piss out of that stuff. But you know what? Whatever the catalyst is to start change, be it a Monday, be it a new month, be it a new year, what does it matter as long as change starts? You know, so it doesn't matter what the catalyst is. It doesn't matter, you know, and we all start the new year with good intentions. For me, it's generally a period of time when I reflect on life, family, business, and usually a time where we do a lot of business planning. It's also my wife's birthday in January, which we usually go away for, and next year's no exception. We're going up to Edinburgh for the weekend. And again, it's a time where we sit and chill and do a lot of planning with what we're doing with our businesses. And we've decided that we're going to expand the office. We're going to put another desk in, get a new computer system. And my wife's going to spend more time down here. And we're going to start developing the education side, and we're going to push that into the schools, we hope. So that's the plan for next year. I've got a couple of presenters that will be starting as employees, and that's the plan for next year. And everything else. Obviously, I expect coaching to be pretty busy in January, but there'll be a fair few dropouts. You always get it at this time of year. Money's tight, Christmas is coming, and motivation is quite often very low for training and that sort of thing at this time of year, and it's natural. It's just the natural ebb and flow of things. And talking about that, I've had a few clients stressing over diet and Christmas, and it's like, none of my clients are currently prepping for comp, because I don't really do comp prep. I've got a couple of powerlifters in prep for comp, but the extra food's not going to really harm them as long as they're consistent with the training. So, taking a few days off the gym and a few days off the diet, it's no big deal. You're not going to get fat in 3 days. You're not going to lose a shitload of muscle in 3 days. And as long as you're not on a time-specific cut or a very tight program, then it's going to do you very little harm at all, if any. In fact, will probably do you some good to chill out. However, having said all that, I do think it's important you set some form of boundaries, otherwise it can soon become a free-for-all, and that 1 day, 2 days or 3 days that you've allocated for enjoying yourself can soon become a week. It's very easy to go Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, all relaxed, and then think, well, New Year's Eve's only 5 days away, what's the fucking point? I might as well just stay and start in the new year. And that's where it gets risky, because the more you stray off diet on a long-term basis, the harder it's going to be to snap back into it. So some basic structure is always a good idea, and basic routine's always a good idea. And if you're one that trains in the morning before work, nothing to stop you getting up and training in the morning before work, is there? So, it's one of them. Take your time, enjoy your family, enjoy the downtime, spend some time with friends and others, and just take some time to appreciate what you've got in life, because even the worst of us have something. I've had a good year. I've been quite lucky in a lot of ways. It's quite funny. I went for the eye test this morning and found out I was pretty much blind in this eye. And she said, have you got any health issues? And I went, no. And I was like, oh, fuck, yeah, actually I have. I'm in heart failure. I've got chronic kidney disease. I've got Derkham's. And it's like, oh, yeah. And I don't think of it that way. I'm no one special, but I don't consider myself to have health problems. And I think that's a part of how you deal with these things, is you just accept them and move on. And it's only when you start considering them as a problem that they become a problem. I've also just realised my beard's wonky. Ew. Yes. It's only when you consider things as a problem they actually start to manifest as problems. If you don't, they aren't. It's very much mindset. We could always be richer, we could always be fitter, we could always be thinner or fatter or taller or shorter or bigger or smaller or whatever it may be. But take thank for where you are, because there's always somebody worse off. And spend some time, some quality time with people. Talk. Enjoy each other's companies. Well, you might even discover you don't enjoy each other's companies, whatever. But at the same time, you want to go to the gym Christmas Day? Go. Your life, your choices. You don't have to, and you're not hardcore if you do, and you're not a better bodybuilder or powerlifter if you do. But if that's what you want to do, do it. If that's not what you want to do, don't do it. My point is, be happy, enjoy yourselves, and don't sweat it. Right. So on that, I'm going to fuck off because I've just realised I missed a call I've got to take, and I've got some plans to do. So look, everybody, honestly, seriously, take care, have a good time, enjoy one another's, get together, enjoy family, take thanks for what you've got, and just spread a little bit of the Christmas spirit. Doesn't take a lot, and you never know, you might make somebody's day. Okay, guys, take care, and I'll probably catch you somewhere between Christmas and New Year, to be fair. Okay, so take care all. Speak to you soon.